Hi everybody, Randy Hilarski here, coming at you from Panama City, Panama. Beautiful night, got the sunset, looking great. I forgot my wide angle lens, so it's not on, but still you get to see the nice colors. You know, I love the wintertime in Panama. Rains almost every day, got clouds everywhere. It's great. Last night I was up to the wee hours. We had a course with dollar cost crypto, Cultivate crypto. They have this class they do every quarter for people who are new to crypto, or maybe they want a refresher, or people who want to know how things work and get into the more how to understand DeFi and opening your first wallets and how to understand all the cool things that most people miss in crypto. They get so hung up on just buying one coin or two coins and hope that coin goes up in value, and they miss out on other opportunities. Well, Charlie and Miguel, they do a fabulous job. We were on a call last night for 4 hours. I was literally up until 1:15 a.m. and that's a rarity for Randy. Randy's not the type of guy who stays up that late. But yeah, we had a great time talking about all kinds of degenerate things. People were asking about moving overseas, how to set up shop in other countries, set up residency, second passports, all these what people worry about when they start getting wealthy, right? What are you going to do with your money? How are you going to protect your assets? Those kinds of things. So they had lots of those kind of questions, and of course I've got some of the answers, but if I don't have the answers, I point them to people like Nomad Capitalist. They're wonderful for those guys who have for those of you guys who have 7 and 8 figure holdings. Check out Nomad Capitalist. But overall, I did my best to help folks figure out good places to check out for those of you guys who are looking for a second passport or just basic residency, because that's really all you need today. But things are getting a little bit rough, so if you can get a second passport, go for it. I know I am. I actually qualify for my Panama citizenship, and I'll have my passport probably within the next year or two. Someone's really racing their motorcycle. But I just thought that over the last couple of years, it wasn't a priority for me. I've qualified for at least 3 years now, and besides that, I didn't feel like paying the lawyer. My lawyer's not the sharpest tool in the shed. Love her to death. She took care of me. She got my residency in Panama. She took care of all those things. But man, if I could do it myself, I would. So let's get back to Bitcoin and Ethereum. I think we're still in a bear market. We're going to be in a bear market for the next probably 8 weeks or so. I still think that September is the key month. For those of you guys who don't know about cycles, we had the 2008 collapse. We had, I think it was 2016, around August, September, the stock market took a big drop that year. And it's a 7-year cycle, and this is once again a 7-year cycle. I don't know if it's going to happen in September 2021, where we have a stock market collapse, or a stock market collapse in 2022 September. It just seems to always happen in September. I'm paying attention, right? So I'm being cautious. There's another event that's happening right now. For those of you guys who don't know, it's called Cyber Polygon, started by the World Economic Forum. These are the same people that did the war games, or I'll call them war games, for a virus back in September of 2019, I think it was. Bill Gates was part of it. It's where he did his talk that freaked a lot of us out. We're like, what the hell is this guy talking about? And then all of a sudden we had all the stuff happening where people were falling over in Wuhan. So just just circumstance, right? They just had a war games going on just 2 months earlier. Well, cyber Polygon's going on. They're going to be simulating loss of the internet, loss of power, hacking government systems, hacking, I'm sure, power grids, all that kind of stuff. So the same people, guys. So just be cautious, be ready. I'm stocking up. We're going to get non-perishable goods, or non-perishable foods, and getting alternative power units, a unit for solar, to like a little backup battery to charge our phones, our computers, things like that, even though we might not even have internet if something did go down. I don't want to sound paranoid, but hey, being prepared is never a bad thing. And I do live in Panama, where we do have these kind of issues. Like, we still lose power occasionally. Even though my building has a generator, it'd be nice to have a backup and keep it in the truck maybe, right? So going out, getting a few months supplies just in case some nasty shit goes down, just like in 2020 in March, when the grocery stores were empty of a lot of products, and I don't want to go through that again. So I'm sorry that I divulged away from crypto here, but that's just what I'm feeling. And I told the community that last night, the guys in the class. I told them that, this is the time to be prepared. It's not time to be messing around anymore. I told my wife, we don't need to be spending money on stupid shit. I like to go to the casino. Maybe not going to the casino right now. Keeping some cash on hand. Making sure the truck's all in order. It sounds like prepper shit, right? It sounds like that's how I'm feeling. But man, these are the same people that did this event, or World Economic Forum type folks that did the event in 2019, and then shortly thereafter we had the collapse because of the COVID thing. What if they do this here in July, and then 2 months later, which is September, we have an economic collapse or some others, maybe something worse. So just telling everyone, be cautious, prepare. I know crypto can be exciting, and we get all whooped up in it, and we're making a lot of money, but crypto is also 100% digital, right? So it's good to have a little bit of cash on the side. I used to be a silver and gold guy, if you guys are into that. Here in Panama, silver is a pain in the ass. I wouldn't even bother with it. So people who are in other countries like Panama, then gold would probably be the better option. But, man, I feel terrible that I have to talk about these kind of subjects, because it's not as FOMO-ish as my other subjects that I like to discuss. But preparedness is key. We were prepared when everything went down in March 2020. I saw what was happening over in China. I told my wife, let's get prepared, and we spent, $1,500 or so on supplies, so we didn't have to go to the store or anything for a while, and ended up being a smart move. So I'm preparing again. All right, let's talk about HEX, baby. All right. So I was watching some videos, and I've seen more information coming out about the ability to transfer stakes is going to happen. We're going to be able to transfer our stakes as NFTs, non-fungible tokens, in the future. So if you have a 15-year stake, you're going to be able to sell that on a secondary market. That's going to happen. Axion, which is a competitor to HEX, some call it the copycat, even though they look nothing alike. They just both have up to 15-year stakes. Axion's doing it with their new version 3, and I know that Firebun, one of the developers for the Staker app, he has already completed the code to be able to do it with HEX. So I'm changing up my focus a little bit. My strategy with HEX. I think that everything going forward that I stake is going to be over the 10-year mark. Everything. I'm not going to bother with short stakes anymore. Because if it's going to be possible in the future to transfer my stakes via NFTs, and I want to sell one, then why would I even bother with a short stake? Some people say, they'll just do all 5,555 days. I won't do that. I think there's a span of between the 11-year mark and the 14-year mark in that span where there's very few stakes coming out. So I think that's like a sweet spot. So those of you guys who watch my videos, hey, it's just a tidbit for you. Those years, there won't be a lot of people selling. There'll be very little sell pressure at the current time because no one's staking during those years. So look into it. Transferable stakes will be coming. I don't know when. Maybe they're 6 months out. Maybe they're a year out. Well, I know Axion's about to do it here in the next couple months. So if Axion does it, then it definitely can be done on HEX. So very exciting. If I would have known that this was a possibility, I would have been doing all my stakes long, every single one of them. I do have some short stakes, all right, but those medium-term ones at the year 7, 8, 9, I probably would have just foregone and did everything long because we don't necessarily need the money, and I'm hoping that life continues to improve and we don't need to cash anything out, and those long stakes could be worth a shit ton. So check it out, man. Think about it. Play it in your head. What makes more sense? Oh wow, beautiful sunset. What makes more sense?